I'd be the first person to tell you that the raid on Polesti was a mission that could have changed the war. That's no exaggeration.
Polesti was my responsibility to protect, and I took great pride in performing that duty. I fully understood the importance of my command and what the Romanian oil provided to Germany.
During the war, I lived in the land between two giants. One that wanted her oil, and the other one wanted to stop its flow. Romania and her people would be forever changed by the struggle.
Polesti's refinery provided the life's blood for the Nazi war machine. Without Polesti's oil, Germany could not fight a modern, mechanized war.
The American high-altitude bombing raids posed more of a threat to the local farm animals than to Polesti refineries. The frustrated Americans sought other tactics.
We're talking about using B-24 aircraft for a low-level bombing raid. Unheard of tactics. Flying a plane of that size a couple of hundred feet off the deck and then dropping bombs out of her. Outrageous when you think about it.
American aircraft crisscrossed the sky. At times they barely avoided colliding with one another. They flew so low, you could make out the faces of the young airmen inside. Many American aircraft were lost, but Polesti's oil still flowed. I had done my job, but I knew in my heart, after witnessing this kind of determination, that the Americans would risk everything to attain victory.
I lost a lot of good men on the Polesti raid. Good friends, too. I was injured when my B-24 Liberator was shot down. My feet and legs were burned so severely that it was thought that I would not live, let alone walk again.
Colonel James Gunn was the ranking American POW in Polesti. He was that kind of man you find in Hollywood movies. Hero. I love these Hollywood films when the hero gets the girl. You could say that Colonel Gunn got the princess.
My mother was a princess as well, and my family owned nearly all the land around Polesti. The Germans came in and occupied my country. They took the land, they took the oil. But my country is not the oil. It is her people. And just like my mother before me, I continued to set up orphanages and worked in the hospitals to help the sick, the wounded.
The Romanian people were caught between Hitler's oil and America's bombs. That's when I met a real-life princess in all of this hell.
James. James was one of those very, very special people you meet in your life. There was a war, and my heart was torn between the love for my people and the love for man.
Princess Catherine single-handedly saved my life. And more importantly, the lives of hundreds of American POWs. I cherish my memories of Catherine.
There was a war on. And I did what I thought was the best for Germany and for my beloved Nadia. A man loves his wife. A military officer honors his country, and I was caught between the two. A German officer married to a Jewish woman. My beautiful Nadia endured her family being taken by the Nazis. I could not bear losing her to my country's politics. So I made the ultimate sacrifice by losing her to freedom. I knew that my Nadia would be safe in America.
The US planes arrived shortly before the Soviets would take over my country. And the Americans were leaving. They were going home. This is my home. Romanian blood flows through my veins. I had to stay.
I left Catherine standing on a runway as our planes taxied for takeoff. I never saw her again, and that's probably the biggest mistake of my life.
The princess cared deeply for her people, but she loved Colonel Gunn. Catherine should have gotten on that American transport that day. Well, my beloved Nadia. We all should have got on that plane.